This is not the video I thought I would be making. As you can probably tell by the title of this video, I started the Crusher Mass Start 175, but I did not finish it. Not this time. It was my first go, and I fully intended to finish it. You know, sometimes the plan is not the right plan. So it takes a couple of tries to figure out what the plan is and then execute it properly. I hope you can find some value, whether that's something you can relate to or just some entertainment.
Ready, John?
Bring it. Oh boy.
There's the racer.
And they're off. And we're here.
We rolled out dark and early at 5:30 a.m. With a long day ahead, there wasn't much point in jockeying for position. Plenty of time to thin out and settle in once we were properly on course.
Trying to lose a water bottle already?
Oh my gosh. Here we go.
I rode with 3 other guys, Jason, Dan, and Matt. Jason, Dan, and I had been planning to ride together all year. Having some company can help during such a long day on the bike. Matt originally signed up for the MS350, but joined our group when his riding buddy dropped out.
The dust haze around the taillights is pretty cool.
It also made it harder to breathe. It's a full week later while I'm editing this, and I'm still coughing from all the dirt I breathed that day.
Gotta save this footage to wreck it for the guys next year.
It's asphalt half the day.
It's the Crusher Bondo.
Here we go. This is where the fun begins.
Now, it takes a couple miles to get away from Otter Lake, but the Crusher is known for its enhanced gravel. Translated to the common tongue, that means ORV trails and forest 2-tracks. In simpler terms, sand. And I decided to ride my mountain bike, prepared with knobby tires and low gearing.
On the trailblazer rides his bike all day. Through the woods he finds a way. Bushwhacking through trees, no fear in sight. Sending folks where the wild things bite. Adventure's the name, Todd's the guide. Testing limits makes him stride. Through mud, through rock, through whispering leaves. Todd's the one who never grieves. Right, Todd leads the way. Through the brush, through the bay. Find your limits or cry in despair. Todd's adventures everywhere. Up the hills, down the streams, Todd's where the wild wind screams. He laughs, he cheers, he never turns back on his endless biking track.
I'm what you want, not what you need. Sweet as apple pie.
Part of the 906 mission is to teach life lessons through biking. Sometimes you can be riding a cloud, having the best day of your life. And then you aren't. Feeling good at 20 miles, I tried to push the pace just a touch, and ended up with 2 broken bottle cages, a bloody shin, bleeding calf, bruised and bleeding hip, bruised and painful thumb, and, the real problem, lowered morale, now having to assess myself and my bike against another 190 miles. And to add insult to injury, that's when my playlist served up the song, Loser Baby.
So things look bad and you're back again.
Your whole existence seems hopeless.
Yeah.
Nothing to do but keep moving. Still had 20 miles to reach our first pit stop for the day.
I don't think it hurts enough to be broken. Didn't get that shock white face feeling. Man, that hurt.
I'm Jackson, by the way.
I'm John.
John, nice
You as well.
to I'm not good at many things, but I can talk non-stop.
One of my favorite things about 906 events are the people. Not all of them at once, because I'm not a party person and don't deal with crowds well, but chatting with individuals or small groups on course is always a treat. Everyone seems to want to be there, doing something difficult. Yeah, there's always some level of complaining and cursing Todd, but they still show up, struggling with the rest of us and leading by example.
I'm just trying to figure out what mentality I have going forward. Whether I need to stay in my head to stay focused or stay out of my head so I don't obsess about it.
Just focus on the checkpoint first, I guess that's the next milestone.
That's it.
I've never taken a selfie in my life.
Time to learn. Yeah, right here.
Couple pills and a shot of caffeine.
That's my plan. Just gotta reach Melissa.
Before this event, I'd made my wife a binder to help her with the day. It included the driving route, page for each meetup, what I would need at each meetup, tables to calculate our arrival based on when we reached the previous meetup, contingency plans for if the car broke. By the time we reached the first meetup, I'd completely rewritten the list in my head.
I need stuff. Full strength ibuprofen, super fuel in that bottle. Oh. And then would you find my 510s? Swapping pedals. Screw clipless. Would you find my Iceman jersey? Thanks, babe.
Good to go?
Good to go. Keep her moving. Feel good? Good deal. Nice tassels, those are awesome.
Tractor ride strong, Mr. D close behind. Water boy and song, freedom on their mind. They ride through the rivers, water splashing high, climbing up the hills now, touching the sky, pushing through the sand. Nothing gonna stop them. Together, hand in hand, bike ride anthem.
There are so many raspberries lining this trail. You can smell them.
Kind of makes me laugh when the Garmin just says, follow right.
Yep.
Because you're not on a
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
like,
Then, oh my gosh, did not expect the car up here. I'm just laughing at myself because I'm still trying to unclip. I'm much happier to be back on flats though. Well, it took 30 miles, but I think I'm back in the right mindset. It's just like polar roll. Send it! Woo!
top tube and put your feet down.
That looks like fun for a different type of vehicle.
When I was about 10 years younger, I'd stop and do St. Angels. I just need a lounge chair and a margarita.
And Piers, we missed a turn. Oh, other people did the same. That's why all these U-turns are in the dirt. Why would you stay on the 12-foot wide path of sand when we could be on 2-track. This is the kind of trail I'm here for. Not sandy, not road, not mountain bike trail. Adventuring through the forest. Trails that make you wonder why it's here and how people found it. You find things by just going out there.
Shadows long and dark.
I suppose I should document that there are a couple miles of asphalt.
You can hear how thrilled I am about that.
Thanks for being here. Love you.
Love you too.
No rush, but I figure I'm the slow one.
Onward they go, never looking back. Strength in every blow, ready for the attack. Sunset on the horizon, shadows long and dark. Road trip tales rising, song marks the spark. Onwards they go, never looking back. Never looking back, strength in every blow, ready for the attack. Sunset on the horizon, shadows long and dark. Road trip tales rising, song marks the spark.
If you had to take a guess, would you say 50% of the sand is behind us or in front of us? I think it's going to get harder as it goes.
That is the 906 way. It's a ramp test. It's a 206-mile ramp test.
Onwards they go, never looking back. Strength in every blow, ready for the attack. Sunset on the horizon, shadows long and dark. Road trip tales rising, song marks the spark. Come on.
Where did my clouds go? I want my clouds back. See, Jason? This is a county road. You see the last road had sand and puddles? This is just sand. Oh, this is gravel. Very loose, sucky gravel. Wow.
How you feeling, John?
I think it's time to butter up.
Yeah. Butter up, buttercup. Give me a little snack, boys.
That's empty. That's empty. That's empty. Nice work, Dan. Sorry to lose you.
Sorry. Good luck.
And enjoy the rest of your day. If we fall off too much, I'll pull the cord. I'm not that prideful. This is really pretty.
I've been spinning and I put the shades on for the first time today when I lived in the garden.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am walking in the dirt. I am walking in the dirt and the rocks and the... Oh?
Once Dan dropped out at 105 miles, the day took a turn. We'd been riding for almost 12 hours, rolling through the first century without much difficulty, but that second 100 was where the real climbing started.
Down to the river, climb back up. That is Crusher.
Our average speed dropped with the extended climbs, especially with Jason and Matt waiting for me. I'd been looking forward to ice cream all day, but none of us wanted to sacrifice the time to swing through Mama Cow's ice cream shop.
This is officially the longest distance I've ever ridden.
The climb to Silver Falls was when I started to struggle.
I didn't expect 5 miles of climbing. Jason and Matt pulled ahead. Mosquitoes were coming out as the evening progressed. This left me with about an hour of alone time to evaluate my life choices. There were several things that I considered: my crash and not knowing how damaged my thumb was, sunk costs of getting to this point in the ride, wanting to finish the course regardless of what dot I got at the end, but what kept coming to mind was the need to maintain a minimum speed.
I do not remember when those guys passed me. If I hadn't talked myself into dropping out already, that fact is a pretty good indicator that I am mentally done.
In testament to how stubborn I can be, I dragged my bike all the way to Silver Falls, even after deciding to pull out at the next meetup.
Overachiever. We were gonna wait for you back at the intersection, but the bugs are too bad to stand there. You want me to get your picture? This could be a tricky selfie.
I think I can pull it off. I think I'm gonna pull out at Laughing Whitefish. No. Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. What?
Well, I had a nice 5-mile climb by myself, so I started talking to the only company I had, and eventually got around to asking myself, how bad do you want it?
You want it.
I answered myself.
Don't listen to that guy. Yeah, don't listen
Not
to
this much. Right now, the thing that is bringing me joy is Skittles, and they're all gone.
Oh, buddy. Here you go. That's good for like at least another 25 miles.
Oh!
Another aspect of my stubbornness is that once I make a decision, trying to convince me otherwise only digs me deeper. So while I appreciated the encouragement, there wasn't much chance of anything changing.
I can feel myself going though. You and Matt have been pulling away all day.
Every sand section is like nice to the quad. I think you would be unhappy with yourself in a couple days.
Maybe, but I'm feeling pretty satisfied. I'm coming up on 131 miles right now. That is almost 20 miles farther than my longest ride ever. As much as I want the Triple Crown, I also don't want to obsess over it. Maybe I'll just let it go. I really hate gravel. I like riding my bike, but gravel gets old really fast.
I'll tell you right now,
If you've made it this far in my video, this is the part where I start getting philosophical. There's no suspense here of will he or won't he, just me trying to process the day, accompanied by footage of riding from Deerton to Laughing Whitefish Falls. It's a recurring theme in my videos that I'm not fast. I'll keep chugging until I can't. I was willing to keep going through whatever pain or discomfort I had, but there's a bigger picture than just me or just Crusher. I decided that it wasn't worth keeping my wife up all night to crew, or slowing down my friends enough that they might miss the green dot cutoff. The more I buried myself during this ride, the longer I'd spend recovering for other events later this summer. So while I set out for a green dot, I'm proud of my red dot. There's the longest day on my bike, and the longest distance I've covered on a ride by nearly 30 miles. My previous record was almost all asphalt, and this was almost none. I got to spend 16 hours with friends exploring some of Michigan's most beautiful forests. That being said, it's hard to reconcile the pride of setting new personal records with the ache of knowing I had more to give. I'll be back to finish that ride, and I still have a green dot to earn. The 906 community means a lot to me. It's a place I feel like I fit in with loving to ride, getting off the trail, looking for new challenges, somehow pushing ourselves to new limits while also laughing at our own seemingly insatiable thirst to struggle. And I respect the goal of building resilience.
that picture he posted doesn't really do it justice. This is huge.
Yeah. Wow.
But because I am already incredibly stubborn and loyal to a fault, the lesson that I'm trying to learn and want my girls to know is that it's okay to let go. I crave the tenacity to hold fast to a goal, but not do so blindly, regardless of the cost. Sometimes the hard thing is setting your goals aside. 3 years ago, I bought myself an unfinished business stem cap as motivation towards riding the Margie 50. Since then, I've ridden 6 events, but this is my first red dot. Yet, in true 906 fashion, my day wasn't over even after quitting. Matt and Jason were moving on, and I was determined to crew them to the finish.
Yes, that's them. Jason, Matthew. How you holding up?
We need to keep rolling. We're kind of against the clock here.
You need anything?
I don't think I do. Do you?
Water, snacks.
I'm pretty loaded up.
Nice work, guys.
Maple syrup, water, Coke.
We gotta move. Yeah, we gotta keep going.
Chips.
We're gonna run out of time.
See you guys in our train. Keep it up, guys. What do you guys need?
I'll take a couple of those pickles. He was just killing me on that stretch.
We'll have $1 million at the end for you.
How about a chair and a beer?
Okay, we can do that. I can put your tent right at the finish line if you want.
We're kind of riding over our head right now. Good time. My Garmin just rebooted like 10 miles ago.
Go get it.
See you there. Thank you guys. Yep.
Almost there.
Yeah, guys.
Need anything?
Just said the walk's like 300 yards of sand.
Yeah. Well, you got about 4 or 5 miles of easy road once you get over by that car. Need anything? Candy, jerky for...
To be done.
Yeah, I know.
Finish it. Go get it, guys. See you at the finish. Did I not say 5 o'clock? Plus or minus. Well done. Made it. Killed it, man. Good job. What's your total mileage?
207.
207.
See some food over there.
Want me to get your bike? Yeah, go get your checkpoints verified.
Yeah, there should be somebody behind there. John!
What's up?
Oh, man. I saw you earlier. Like hours ago.
Yeah,
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yeah? How was your experience?
It was a bit of a roller coaster today. 20
Yeah, nice.
miles in.
The f*** did you do?
Crashed.
By a bear?
I wish. That would have been.
That'd be a great story, actually.
That would have been a better story.
So, roller coaster of emotions, but ultimately you finished and it was a success.
Can't quite say that.
No, tell me more. What did you do?
I pulled out at Laughing Whitefish Falls.
No.
140 miles in.
What?
I asked myself, how bad do I want it? I answered,
Not
not
bad
this
enough.
much.
Oh, man.
I'm not a gravel person.
No.
No. You put way too much of that in today. I was looking forward to those Forest 2 tracks, and that South Loop was half gravel. I mean, come on.
Yes, it was.
The sand was not a problem. It was the gravel and the
gravel
asphalt.
was the problem.
Why
You're
was
the
there so
first-
much asphalt?
You're the first person to not complain about the sand.
I was prepared for that.
There you go. Okay, there we go. Green's not fire at all. All good. Green dot. You want to put up your own green dot?
But I'm satisfied with my day. There's a valuable lesson of knowing when to pull out as well.
Yep, that is a thing, too. That is a thing. Margie?
I'll be there.
There were a couple of guys like 2 miles out. Fixing the chain.
I'd like to help them, but I was too stupid.
That was on the little bit of road before you had to dip back in, maybe.
And we're
So
blowing
it's not
bubbles
like
out
you
there.
could put
We're like,
walk.
Yeah. I think they were in